Hi, everybody. So we are doing, let me fix it. We are doing lesson 14.1 scatter plots and associations. And it says making a scatter plot. And this is the explore activity. Recall that a set of, standard. The standard that we are focusing on is statistics and probability number one. Construct and interpret scatter plots. Describe the patterns such as clustering, outliers, positive or negative associations, linear associations, and nonlinear associations. For the full text of the standard, see the table on the beginning of the page, okay? So anyway, so we are making a scatter plot. Recall that a set of bivariate data means two variables. Data involves two variables. Yep. Bivariate data are used to explore the relationship between two variables. You can graph bivariate data on a scatter plot. What is a scatter plot? A scatter plot is a graph with points plotted to show the relation between two sets of data. And so we use that to answer certain questions. So for example, it says the final question on a math test reads, how many hours did you spend studying for this test? The teacher records the number of hours each student studied and the grade the student received on the test. So here's the data right here. It says make a prediction about the relationship between the number of hours spent studying and test grades. What do you think is going to happen? As you study more, the grade should be better, right? The more you study, the more you study, the better score you will get. The better score you will get. That's what I think. Now it says make a scatter plot, graph hours spent studying as the independent variable and test grades as the dependent variable. This is the independent variable and this is the dependent variable. So we start graphing it. 0, 75, right there. Oops, let me show it. So 0, 75, 0.5 and 80 right there. 1 and 80, 1 and 85, 1.5 and 85, 1.5 and 95, 2 hours and 90, and 3 hours and 100, and 4 hours and 90. Okay, so then it says, what trend do you see in the data? See, so as more hours are spent studying, the test grade is higher. Okay, so as more hours are spent studying, the test grade is higher. Is higher. Oops, higher. Do you think the grade associated with studying for 10 hours will follow this trend? Unfortunately not, because the highest percent is 100%. No, because the highest percent is 100, so it won't continue. Okay. Now it says explore activity number 2, interpreting clusters and outliers. A cluster is a set of closely grouped data. So that's what a cluster is. So right here you have this cluster and you have another cluster right there. Now data may cluster around one point or along a line. An outlier is a data point that is very different from the rest of the data set. So an outlier lies outside. So this would be an outlier right there. That would be an outlier, okay? So it says a scientist gathers information about the eruption of Old Faithful, a geyser in Yellowstone National Park. So I was lucky that this summer we went to Yellowstone and I saw the geyser. It's beautiful. And the whole park is beautiful. She uses the data to create a scatter plot. The data shows the length of time between eruptions interval and how long the eruption lasts. Describe any clusters do you see? So I see two clusters. I see one around 80 minutes and I see another one around 50 minutes. I see two clusters. One around 80 minutes and another one around 50 minutes. Okay, what do clusters tell you about the eruptions? So the intervals are around usually 50 minutes and 80 minutes. And it was cute when we got there, we asked, when is it going to be? And we just got there and they were there. And so it was very beautiful. So the eruptions are around 50 or 80 minutes. So we didn't have to wait the 50 or 80 minutes because they just started right away. And then it says, describe any outliers you see. Oh, there's the outlier right here. So this is the outlier right here, right there. The outlier is around 39 and 4 minutes. So there's always, some people that do not follow the rule. So anyways, the outlier is around 39 minutes and 4-minute duration. Okay. So it says, suppose the geyser erupts for 2.2 minutes after a 75-minute interval. Would this point lie on the one of the clusters or would it be a outlier? So it says 2.2 minutes. So 2.2 minutes after a 75. So 2.2 minutes after a 75 minute. So 75 would be, yep, it would be an outlier. So because it'll be somewhere right here. Look, 2.2 and then 75 minutes. It'd be somewhere right there. So it'd be an outlier. Okay, outlier. And then it says, suppose the geyser erupts after an 80-minute interval. Give a range of possible duration times for which the point on the scatter plot would not be considered an outlier. So if it was an 80-minute duration, 80-minute would be right here, and it would have to be between 3 minutes and 5 minutes. So it would have to be between 3 and 5 minutes. Between 3 and 5 minutes. Okay, so now the association. There are 3 types of association. So what is an association? Association describes how sets of data is related. A positive association means that both data sets increase together. So look at this one. This is a positive association because as this one increases, the other one also increases. So you have an increasing, a line that goes up. From the left to right, it goes up. Okay, that's a positive association. A negative association means that one data decreases while the other one increases. See how as this one increases, this one is going down. So this one is going down from left to right, it's going down. So it's negative association. And then when there is no association, the points are all over the graph. So that one, there's no relationship. You can't tell that they're related. Okay. So data that show a positive or negative association and lie basically along a line exhibit a linear association. This is a linear association. The data that shows a positive or negative association but not lie basically along a line, then they exhibit a nonlinear association. If like on this one, see like this one, they're not really in a line, but they're going down. So it's nonlinear. Okay, nonlinear. So this lines, the association is nonlinear because it's not in a straight line. Okay. Based on the association on the scatter plot, what might be happen if Susan increased the price to $14? If it increases to $14, you might have no customers, no buyers. Okay, no buyers. And then on this one, notice this one, it says the plot shows the reading grade level and height of 16 students in the district. Describe the association. So I can see that they are kind of in a straight line. It is increasing. So it is a positive association. And there is an outlier right there. There's an outlier. So as the reading level increases, the height of the students also increase. Interesting. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video.